For free didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? The thought of you having a studio in your crib for free, I'm making records for free in your crib, didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Think about the money we spent going to studios. That doesn't happen anymore.
Right.
You can have a studio in your bathroom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
And people really make albums in their bathrooms. They make
on their
albums
backs, right,
everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could be on a train on your way to work, make a beat. By the time you get to work, go in the bathroom, hook up the mic, and have your vocals to your beat done before your work day is over. You know what I'm saying? So the dynamic of making a record has changed so much that of course the business will change. So looking at it, it's just different. But the business of music is definitely still there.
Right. I mean,
that's why there's a music business.
Absolutely.
And there's the reason. There's a reason. That's the reason why Drake will sell 1 million records. Kanye will sell whatever he's gonna sell. Right. These artists will sell what they're gonna sell because they're the artists that's actually making you good music.
And they're finding other ways to quantify. I mean, single sales and all those things.
Absolutely.
So that's why Def Jam could afford to give. I don't know if the number was actually $2 million to
Trinidad James.
But they made it back on singles.
I mean, think about this. If you just looked at that one single and you gave him $2 million, he made the $2 million back immediately. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because he sold if he sold 2 million singles and a single cost $2-3, he made the money back. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, no, I get it. So I really want to touch on the sneaker thing, and I want to tell a miniature story. When I first came to your house in Brooklyn, this is the first house, the brownstone, and you unleashed your sneaker collection on me. I had never in my life. I mean, you go into a store and don't see that many tennis shoes. You can go in the back of a Foot Locker and not see that many shoes.
No, but I can clearly remember plenty of days when you would be in there and be like, "Tony, you crazy."
You would have 5 brand new pair of like green Air Force Ones, like brand new, and I'm like, but wait, you have 50 colors for a pair of piece. Like, why do you need so many Air Force Ones? And that's what they used to call you the Air Force One King back then, by the way. But I mean, what started your fascination with sneakers?
The funny thing is, like, I want to be clear, and it's almost like you could probably tell a story for yourself too. It wasn't about sneakers. It was about being fresh. Right. And when you come from New York,
because it wasn't like your outfit was twisted.
Right. You come from DC. Shit, Hugo Boss, Soviato, and wearing all the flyest shit was what y'all did.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? We was in front of them buildings. We just wanted to be fresh. So when I was young, we looked at the older guys on our block like they were fresh. What started their fresh was a fresh pair of sneakers. So that's all we cared about, was having a fresh pair of sneakers to start the fresh. Why? Because I don't care where you go, Atlanta, DC, Chicago, Detroit, and you know we've been and spent plenty of time in all of these places. A white t-shirt is fresh with a pair of jeans and brand new sneakers. You know what I'm saying? So all of the stuff that's coming off of it, if there's a certain way that the kids look at me and say that I'm a sneaker king or everything or whatever. I mean, it's cool and I respect the respect.
Right.
But that's not what I was there for, and that's not what I was doing. I just like fresh sneakers. You know what I'm saying? And
but Tony, you're everywhere where sneakers. You're everywhere where sneakers
I will say this. I swear to God, if these kids start calling me Tony, I'm gonna choke you in the street. I have a certain level of celebrity, so you add that to the fact that my sneaker game is really, really right, and then I have some access that the average kid doesn't have to these sneaker brands, so you add that to it, so it makes it a little different. But if these guys that I can name off had the access or had the level of celebrity, it would be the same. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, people look at Fat Joe like he got some shit. Right. I know Fat Joe got some shit, but I also know Fat Joe, his father, his uncle used to own a sneaker store in the Bronx that I used to shop at. Right, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I know he really has some shit. If you say Bismarck, I know Bismarck's uncle used to own a store in Albee Square Mall that we used to shop at. So his sneaker game was tight. If you say, Wale, Nigga, we both know how fresh Wale was on some sneaker shit.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? You introduced me to Wale before any record deal, and he was on some sneaker shit then.
Early.
So it's like not a game. So when I look at guys like Wale, I look at guys like Fat Joe, I look at these guys and go, no, but they're actually real about it.
They
you know what I'm
live
saying? They live it. Like
live it.
Bismarck, he has 5,000 pairs of sneakers, and none of them are brand new.
I seen
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like he just has it. You know what I'm saying?
He said, and none of them were brand new.
None of them are brand new. It's just being
He
boxes.
he
Just has what he had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, you know, I'm not looking to be anybody's sneaker king or whatever. And if they look at me with that and they give me that respect, I just don't want to misrepresent this thing. You know what I'm saying? This thing, I'm not out there going, I'm the king of the sneaker culture, because in all honesty, I don't believe there's a culture of sneakers, because culture is an extremely powerful word. Culture has rules, it has laws, it has beliefs, it has extreme definition. Culture. Islam is a culture.
Right.
Christianity is a culture. I can't parallel sneakers with Christianity and Islam.
It's not that deep.
So to me, sneakers are something that we wear within a culture. In the culture of hip hop, we wear sneakers.
Yeah. So let me ask you in closing, man, and this is really important because you've done a lot of things successfully. You've been a record executive. You've been a consultant to the sneaker culture world. So I'm sorry, let me just say what I'm gonna say. You've been a consultant to Phil Knight, was your man. That's your man.
Absolutely.
He paid you. I know he paid you an ungodly amount of money for your opinion for a long time. So in doing all these things successfully, what's the biggest lesson you've learned?
Love what you do. Otherwise, you're wasting your time.
Period. You do have to love it.
And it could be whack. Like, you're having a great time. I watch you. And, you know, people are going to watch this and they go, okay, yeah, he knows him. Like, nah, but I don't know Kenny Burns' lifestyle specialist. I know Kenny Burns, young boy from D.C., who I met super green doing parties.
Fresh
you know what
off
I'm saying?
the corner.
Fresh off the, off them D.C. streets. Like, this is my, like, I can't say it now, but back then, you were my little nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't let nothing happen to you because you belonged to me. So that's why when I went somewhere, I'm bringing you. When I meet somebody, I'm introducing you because you belong to me. You know what I'm saying?
You put me in this game.
I mean,
you got me my first industry job.
But if I didn't see that you knew what to do once you got in, it would have been a dumb move to put you in. Right. But like, so when I look at you, I look at you that you're not that guy. To me, you're my friend. You're my little brother. I know I can tell you anything and it'll stay there. I can say, do this, and you'll trust me enough to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different, man. Right. It's just a different thing, man. Like, and I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And I've told you that plenty of times. I'm very, very proud of you. And, man, ride that shit till the wheels fall off, man. And love what you do. Love what you do.
Love what I do.
Love what you do.
My man.
Beautiful family. We have beautiful families.
Yes,
and we're loving what we do. Look how young you look.
Yeah, I'm not trying to ever not look 30 again.
Man, I'm lucky with that. I love something, bro.
I love you. Thanks, Tom.
I love you too,
boy.
On there. Yeah. It's your boy, Brooklyn's finest, New York Giant, God's favorite DJ. If you take your time to say your prayers, he would tell you that I am your favorite DJ, Clark Kent, and this is my portrait. 50 grand. 50 grand. He'll
tell you that I am.
If you ask God, if you ask God, he'll tell you that I'm his favorite DJ, Clark Kent. Holla.